Annie, who's running away. Got a bit of a skunky smell out here. But let me get a poll going. I have no idea what this poll is going to be about. Orangey, where you going, Orangey? Orangey, Tank, get back here. Let's see. Let's put something like favorite food. Type in chat. Start poll. Okay. Well, obviously, we'll see how today goes. It is obviously a holiday going on. Happy Memorial Day to one and all. Because it is a holiday, I do completely understand that there may not be as much going on today, which is perfectly fine. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well, Tranquil, today. Hope Miracle is doing well. I think I asked you last night, Tranquil, but I don't know if you got a response because I think you were buffering pretty badly before. So what I was going to ask Tranquil, Miracle, he had a surgery. Did he get neutered? Or was it something else? Hello there, Itzel. Hope you're doing well. Is that like a cup of coffee emoji? If so, you must be drinking some coffee. So we are outside right now with our 4 of our 9 at the moment, just out here. So we have 9. There's 9 kitties altogether. At the moment, you have Yoda, the tuxedo, the calico, who's kind of doing some business right now, is the baby. The other calico over here is Tiny. The gray tabby right here is Kit. So that's 4 out of the 9. I'm just going to kind of hang out here for a little bit. It's not coffee, it's noodles. Okay. It's so small, so it's kind of hard to tell. Is it like ramen noodles? That's the only kind of noodles I know of. I'm sure there's other noodles out there, of course. Pandora is kind of walking by at the moment. Tranquil, you were buffering bad last night. Well, hopefully it's better today, Tranquil. We weighed Pandora. We were kind of a little worried. I didn't want to say this in yesterday's live stream because I try to keep as positive as possible with Pandora, but we weighed her on Thursday, and she was down to about 7 pounds, which is not good. Not Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And like I was saying, she was down to about 7 pounds, which is not a good thing. But then we weighed her again. We were trying to get some more food in her, and we weighed her this morning, my wife did, and she was back up to about 7.3 pounds. So it's definitely up and down and up and down. We're having a bit of a cat party out here. I was trying to get most of them out here. So now there are 6 out here altogether. Kit and Pandora, Tiny, Max is the new tuxedo who just popped in, the baby, the calico over here, Yoda over there. I don't know what type of needle, needles, I keep on saying needles, noodles they are. Okay. Yeah, if y'all do have a favorite food, just type it in the chat. And or perhaps like a favorite drink, go ahead and type it in the chat. Kitties are just kind of sniffing. I got the baby here who's right on my lap. He's like, hello humans, come and look at my glorious face. Love my calico like nature. Getting a little too close there, honey. Trinko, you were just talking to John and was wondering what time are you going to be on today. Well, I guess now. Hi there, Trish. I do remember you from yesterday, I think it was. These days and these lives kind of blend together, but I think you were on yesterday, so nice to see you again. Outside in our screen porch, we have 6. Just kind of do like a panoramic shot here, out here in our screen porch. So my favorite food is probably Italian food, maybe like a pizza or spaghetti, I would say. Happy Caturday also, aka Saturday to all. Hopefully everybody's doing well on this beautiful day out here in North Carolina. This is just our backyard. Kit's going back inside apparently. I wouldn't say it's hot out here, but it's definitely warm. It's a warmer day, and it's a bit. There's a little bit of humidity. Whites, Pandora. Hey, Pan. Hello there, James Icon. Hope you're doing well. Billy Bob. Hello. Your favorite food is pizza. Awesome. Tranquil, your favorite food is also pizza, vegetarian pizza. Awesome. I got the baby kind of up close and personal here. She kind of goes like into this like ostrich thing when she's on me. She buries her head kind of into my tummy and just stays there. Like a weird little kitty cat. But how's the weather out where you're all at? Louisiana, I know, is tranquil, is where you live. I don't know where anybody else lives, but hopefully the weather is not too hot or too humid where you're at. What state you're in, or what country you're in. Billy Bob, can I ask why you want me to say that particular name? I might say it, but I'd like to know why you want me to say it. Tranquil, hot and very humid. Yeah, I'd say we're warm and very humid. Hopefully you all can hear some of the birds. I'll try not to talk over when the birds are chirping. It's definitely like a bit of a tuxedo party out there. Oh, okay. Well, I can just say hello, Elisa, instead, and saying Elisa. So hello, Elisa. Welcome. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday/Caturday. Hey, Tiny. This is Tiny, who's kind of popping up here, saying hello. Tranquil, it's 90 degrees with a dew point of 77, so it feels like 100. Yeah, I know that feeling. Where you going, Tine? Alright, we still got a few kitties out here. If you are new to this channel, name is Adam, aka Catattainment. That's the channel's name. Got 9 cats here altogether, and these lives are mostly just kind of talking about these kitties and just showing off the cats. And I always like to say, though, if anybody needs any cat advice or has maybe a cat question, if they have a kitty, then always feel free to type it in the chat. You got some people out in the back shooting off some fireworks or hunting or something. Trish, your cats hate outside. I think, Trish, that if we didn't have a screened-in porch, then maybe the cats wouldn't be as happy as being outside, but they definitely love their screened-in porch, and they've become very spoiled in it. Pretty much every home that we go into has to have a screened-in porch. We've moved around a lot over the last 6-7 years, various reasons. Alyssa, you are not new? Okay. Hello there, Rev. Hope things are going well for you out down there in Florida. What's the weather like, Rev, today? Kit, you coming back out again? So I kind of like Saturday and Sunday with these lives because during the week I have Rosemary out here and then everybody else is inside their room. But on Saturday and Sunday, when I happen to do these live streams, usually Rosemary's up in her room sleeping, and then we can have the other kitties out here in their screened-in porch. Rev, hot and muggy. Rev, can I ask, what part of Florida do you live in? The reason I'm asking is me and my wife, we've been talking about possibly moving down to Florida. Nothing for sure, but it's just something that's a potential. And we're looking at certain parts of Florida. So just interested to see, I think and you told me before, and I can't remember, like, what part of Florida you live in. I guess whenever I see Ray again, Rudini, I'll have to ask what part of Florida he lives in too, just to kind of get his opinion of the area and of the state. So there's a lot of box kitties going on there. I think one for pretty much almost all the cats that we have. Oh, Rev. So Ray is in Tampa. Okay. And then what about yourself, Rev? Got Pandora there doing some grooming. It's an interesting little factoid about kitty cats. You know, they spend about 30 to 40% of their waking hours just grooming themselves. Hello there, Sarah Rose. I appreciate that, Sarah Rose. We do have 9 cats here all together. There's not 9 cats outside in the screened-in porch right now. There are 5 cats here. My name is Adam, by the way. But that's Pandora right there. And the baby. Over here, and I'll try to move slowly, that's Max. Kind of zoom out a little bit. That's Yoda. Yoda. Down here is Kit. Ray, you live very near Ocala, Florida. Is that by? I'm not familiar with that town, Rev. Is it by, like? Could you name maybe a bigger town that it's by, just so I can have like a reference or an idea of where that is? Is it by like Orlando? Trish, one of my kittens are named Chloe. Ocala. Maybe that's better, Rev. You know I can't pronounce to save my life, so I think we were talking about that in yesterday's live, is I would be terrible pronunciating things. Maybe one of these lives I'll have a sheet of paper with a bunch of weird names and try to pronounce them and entertain people, or not. I do know where Gainesville is, yes, Rev. Is it by Gainesville? I am familiar with that area, then. Those who are new, hello. Name is Adam. We have 9 cats here, just kind of out here in the screened-in porch, and we're just kind of chilling out with these kitty cats. They kind of all got their own little sections here. Kit's in the corner over here. Yoda's over there by the door, longing to get out and to run on the fields of the grass. Max over here is just resting. Maxie. Hi, Maximus. Pandora is just kind of hanging over there, doing some grooming. The baby up here looks very comfortable where she's at, surveying. She's got to be above everybody else because she's like the best, she thinks in her mind. Halfway between Gainesville and Tampa. Okay. What do you think of the area, Rev? Is it something... Let me ask this. Let me put this a different way, Rev. Would you recommend the state of Florida as a state somebody could live in? Living in it yourself. Would it be a state you would recommend others to come down to live in also? Ask it that way. Tranquil is saying, Rev, at least you are near a town. That is true, Tranquil. I know you're in the woods, basically. Again, if you're new here or not new here and you have any questions about any of these cats, about cats in general, just let me know, or about really anything. I mean, this isn't like cat only content. It's mostly cat only because obviously, this is a cat live stream, but we can definitely discuss other things if somebody wants to. Tranquil, you don't recommend Louisiana unless you enjoy being very bored. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's parts of Louisiana that might be interesting. Yoda, Yoda, you going back in? All right, Rev. So, as long as you are prepared for 4 summers a year and stay away from the 6 foot rat, it's pretty nice. Okay. Well, Rev, I did live in Arizona, so I can definitely know what the summer stuff is about. So that's not necessarily the issue. And then as far as the Mickey Mouse thing, I don't mind Mickey Mouse, to be honest with you. Uh, so I think I'd be okay. Trish, are any of your cats runts? Um, Trish, the boy, not the boy. That's an old passed away kitty, the boy. I was eventually I'll tell you the story about the boy. Very sad story. But Yoda was a runt when he was a baby, for sure. Um, Hello there, Alicia, and hello there, Anne. I hope you all are doing well. Has been a while. Hopefully, things are going well out there in Turkey, Anne. And Alicia, I don't know where you live, so hopefully things are going well where you live. Um, but we are just kind of out here, just kind of hanging with 4 of the 9. Um, but hopefully things are going well for both of you. I do have some updates that I've been talking about recently. For I don't know how closely you might have been following, like maybe some community posts or not that I've been posting, Anne and Alicia. But Pandora had her radiation treatment, so I'll kind of zoom on her a little bit closer. She is a radioactive kitty at the moment. Um, Her treatment went well for the most part. Uh, Alicia, you live in Florida also. Okay. Well, the same question I was asking Rev, Alicia, would you recommend Florida if somebody was thinking about moving down to Florida? Just let me know if you want to. But anyways, like I was saying with Pandora, she had her I-131 treatment, her radioactive radiation treatment. She got a shot about 2 weeks ago, nearly, and we had to be without her. She had to stay in the animal hospital where she got the shot for about 4 days or so, which was tough. No, 3 days, I mean, which was tough not being around and not being able to see her at all. She's been home for about 10 days now. Radiation, and to answer your question, radiation. So, with her thyroid, having the overactive thyroid, um, we decided to give her the I-131 treatment, which involves a shot of radioactive iodine that goes into the cat's bloodstream. It works its way up to the thyroid, and then it destroys the tumor that is attached to the thyroid and all of the cells that is causing the hyperactivity and the hyperthyroidism. So that's why she's radioactive still. She will be for a little longer, but it's at very low dosage. Hello there, Joe. Hope you're doing well, Joe. Uh, the only two things that we really need to do is wash our hands, like after we pet her, especially like by her face or like her butt area. Um, and then the only other really kind of inconvenience, somewhat, is for about a week more, we need to, all the litter that we scoop, we just can't throw it away. And normally, you scoop up the litter, it goes into the trash goes to the dump. We can't do that right now we have to contain and store her litter, her poop and her pee, for 90 days. Once the 90 days is up, it's not radioactive anymore, and then we can throw it away like normal. But we have to hold on to it for 90 days. And I see, didn't know they can do that for the thyroid. Yep. It's become kind of the gold standard on thyroid care as far as kitties go. Um, Alicia, I absolutely love Florida. Been here my half of my life. Originally from up there in a snowy area. Trish, I hope your little kitten is well. You know, they're made out of glue and magic, super glue and magic, so I think the little one will be okay. Maybe it'll knock some sense into the little kitten. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully the little guy's okay. But anyways, that's what's been going on with Pandora here recently. She's been eating a little bit better, and she's been maintaining weight a little bit better. But it's an up and down uh, story for her, with her, I should say. And I hope that it does it for her now. Yes, and so do we. There is a slight chance that either A, they sometimes they have to get a second dose. It just kind of depends. We won't find that out for a little while, but hopefully she only will have needed one dose, and then we're done. But I'm gonna kind of zoom over to the baby, who's just kind of relaxing at the moment. She's had a hard day, as you can see. It's hard being a calico around this house, keeping all of her personalities in check. Got some birds chirping in the background. Hopefully you can hear some of those cardinals. Tris, yes. What was I telling you about Yoda though? What did you want to know about his little nature? I think like his runt like nature. I think that's what I was talking about, Trish. But just let me know if that's what you were talking about. Um, Alicia, you ain't kidding. Harlow is a pistol. Okay. Hello there, NPP. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. I did have a little poll question, NPP. Just favorite food. Whatever your favorite food is, type in the chat if you want to. You don't have to, of course, but it'd be cool if you want to. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of zoom around a little bit here. I'm gonna kind of just hang towards Tang at the moment. But to answer your question, Trish, if you're asking about Yoda, and I said he was kind of a runt, kind of. So when he was a kitten, because we had him as a kitten when he was a little one, uh, he, if I remember correctly, he was kind of the smaller one. My wife will probably correct me here, I'm sure, because that's what she does best. But he was kind of a smaller one. He was more of a quiet, shy one. So I think he was kind of like, I guess what you could call a runt. Um, but he's definitely grown though as the years have gone on, and now he's like 15 pounds. Hi Tang, what's up? Hello there, Alice and Pearl Jam. Raph, hope you're doing well today. Hope Alice and Pearl Jam are doing well. I just want to kind of back on the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything or missing anyone. NPP, your favorite food? You have a lot, but mostly pizza also. That seems to be a familiar answer. It seems like, I think Tranquil said pizza, vegetarian pizza. I said pizza. I think somebody else said pizza too. Well, it's no runts anymore, Trish, or Alicia. I mean, we don't really have a runt now. I guess Rosemary is considered a runt because Rosemary's only like 5.5 pounds, and she's very small for her, for her for being a cat, I guess. Yeah, pizza husband. Um, Yeah, well, I guess this could be another question. Also, just talking about pizza, do you all have like a favorite? Can't talk. Sorry, a favorite pizza place, or just in the store, like the frozen pizza at like the grocery store? Now, my wife wanted me to talk about what happened last night. So last night, and I'm gonna put a community post on here with the pictures that'll kind of go with this story. But just envision it the best you can, and hopefully my words will be understandable enough where it makes sense. But there's no guarantees because I kind of babble a bit, I think. But anyways, last night, Tang, who's the orange tabby here, Tiny and Yoda, two tuxedos, they were staring at a bug, like a flying bug that was up in the ceiling. Let's see, NPP is saying she likes Round Table, but it's a bit too expensive. I've never heard of Round Table. Is that like a local brand, NPP, like a California one, I wonder? And then let me see, Tranquil saying their choices are limited here, but you have a Pizza Hut. And Raph, not in California, but in New York, there was a place in Little Italy, uh, was the best pizza I ever had. Was it like a little hole in the wall, Raph? It was probably not like a franchise kind of thing. It's probably just like a one restaurant kind of place, I would imagine. Those hole in the walls are. It was a delay. There's always like a 10-second delay. But back in here again. I guess it was too hot. Too hot for the phone, so it shut down without saying. But that happens. So I'm going to be inside for the rest of the stream. I'm going to go check up with Rosemary, actually. But I guess that happens, huh? So those of you who are still here that were there a few minutes ago, I guess welcome back for myself. And I'm going to go hang with Rosemary for a little bit. I didn't think the phone itself would get too hot. Well, before I go with Rosemary, I'm going to go hang out with Zelda here. Hey, Zeus. But no, as I was saying earlier, I've never heard of Round Table. Hello there, Bruce. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, so finish my Yoda story. So anyway, so it's like I was saying with Yoda, and the phone got too hot, so I'm back though. The phone got too hot and it shut down. So, Yoda, Tang, and Tiny were seeing a bug upstairs by our ledge, and they were just staring at it, not doing anything, crazy. But after a few minutes of just kind of staring at it, I would kind of, flick it just to get it to fly so they can kind of stare and make their little like chirping noises, erping noises that kitties make. Yoda, I don't know if he fell off the ledge or if he jumped off the ledge, but from where he's at to where the stairs are at, he probably fell about 7 or 8 feet straight down, and he landed like on his face. So of course we laughed for a second, but then had to go check up on him to make sure that he didn't like break a tooth or give himself a concussion. You never can tell with Yoda. But he seemed okay. I mean, we checked his face, no bleeding. We checked his mouth. He didn't like crack a tooth or anything, thankfully. But that's Yoda for you, though. Just falling right off and trying to give himself a concussion or something, apparently. But anyways, yeah, so that's what kind of happened with Yoda. Like I said, I'll put some pictures in the community post tomorrow. But hopefully everybody's going well on this Caturday/Saturday, and just kind of hanging with some cats here. Unfortunately, a few minutes ago, maybe about 5 minutes ago, I was outside in the screen porch with about 5 or 6 of the group, and the phone out of nowhere just shut down. So it had a buffering issue because it was just circling. It was just a black screen. So my apologies on that. But we're up and running again. We will be here for about another half hour, give or take. So maybe some people that were on will pop back on. If not, no worries on that. If you are obviously, maybe new to this live or new to this channel, I'm just going to say hello to you and hope everybody's doing well. And if you don't mind, I just put up a little poll question. You can't really answer the poll question because it just says yes or no. I guess maybe yes or no, do you have a favorite food? But if you do have a favorite food, what is it? If you could type it in the chat. Previously, a lot of folks said pizza was their favorite, like vegetarian pizza. And we're just talking about like, maybe do you have like a favorite pizza place that you like to go to or order from? So that's kind of what we've been talking about. Let's see, what is Ann saying? My cat, interesting name, Burger, with the one eye, was a kitten I picked up in the street and brought home because he had very bad eye infection. Was just a few weeks old, so intended to clean it. And give it meds till it was okay. Is that a younger kitty still, Anne, or is that now a kitty that's a little bit older? Put him back when it's healed, and 3 days later, it was almost healed. Okay. I guess if anybody happens to, or whoever watches the replay, because I know I always have like a few folks who always catch these replays usually. I guess they'll go through a part where it's just like, it's a black screen, what's going on? But that's okay. So I let him out with the others, and he did something. He fell off of a high chair. His whole eye popped out. Oh my goodness. Wow. And we rushed him to the vet, but it was removed. Wow. Well, I'm certainly thankful that Yoda's eyeball didn't pop out and that your little kitty, I guess, is okay. So I felt guilty and I kept him. So he just has one eyeball then, Anne? Bruce, your favorite food is shark, and is that deer meat, I'm assuming? I can't say I've had either of those, Bruce. I don't think I've ever had shark. I'm not really a fish food fan. And deer meat, maybe. Maybe at some point in time I've had that. And this was like 7 years ago, and he's such a brave chap. Nothing ever stops him. Awesome. Bruce, yes. Okay. I might have had like deer meat jerky, maybe, like when I was younger, but I could be thinking of something else, just normal jerky. We'll spend a few more minutes with Zelda. Then we'll go kind of hang out and chat with Rosemary for a little bit. And then maybe I'll go back outside once the phone is cooled down enough to kind of end this stream back outside again for the last maybe 5 to 7 minutes or so. It's kind of hard to say right now, but that's the plan. But if you are new to this channel, new to this live stream, this is Zelda that you're looking at right now. Zelda's an older kitty. Bruce, Pandora is doing fairly okay. I didn't say on the live on yesterday, but on Thursday we weighed Pandora and she was down again. She was down to 7 pounds, like basically seven even. And we're thinking, it's like, man, this is just tough. She just keeps on going up and down, up and down. But, you know, we found a food that she was really, really liking. It's Tastefuls. It's kind of like a Blue Buffalo offshoot, if you will, or kind of part of the Blue Buffalo brand. And she's been gobbling that up since Friday, Thursday night, Friday, and into today. And we weighed her again a little bit ago, my wife did, and she's at 7.3. So hopefully, you know, we're gonna start continually to see progression of her weight moving forward that keeps on going up. At least it remains the same, at least, and doesn't keep on going up and down like a yo-yo. Because it's tough. You feel like you're doing well, and then you have, you know, you have a weight like that, and then like, man, is there still something going on with her thyroid? It's like, what else can we do, kind of thing. Or Tranquil, your kitties would not eat Tastefuls. No? Hmm. Well, cats can definitely be picky and finicky there, Tranquil, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna go check out Rosemary. Rosemary is really the only one that hasn't been seen. I like to try to showcase and to give all the kitties some attention during these lives. I know everybody kind of has their favorites or ones that they like to see. And I know Rosemary is definitely one of those favorites. Just kind of checking out Max at the moment, who's just kind of hanging in here in his bed. And yes, this is basically, it's not a made bed as you can see, but this is basically the cat's beds. I mean, they pretty much have like a full-sized twin bed, full-size bed here. All right, let's go check with Rosemary. Let's go see how she's doing, see if she's sleeping. Oh, hi, honey. Rosie. Hi. Can you finish up your lunch like a good girl? You gonna eat some more food? A little ASMR action for those that are like hearing cats eat. Rosemary's doing well, I would say, overall. Her poop is still a little iffy sometimes, a little squishy, but she's doing okay. Tranquil, you had to give the tastefuls to the kitties outside, the outside cats. Hi, honey. Yeah, definitely one of those things with kitties sometimes is they're definitely like you're saying there, Anne. Every kitty has their preference, and that's for sure. And sometimes the preference changes. I can only talk about like with Rosemary here. It seems like every so often she just flat out stops eating the food that we've been giving to her. She just refuses, and then we just kind of got to figure out, buy some new stuff, buy some things we haven't tried before, get her back to eating again, and then she's happy again and she'll eat. And we found something for Lucky, the cat from Iraq, to eat. Remember, yep, the one that didn't want to eat ate wet food. I do remember that kitty. What are you feeding her now, Anne? Are you gonna drink, honey? Or are you just gonna stare and be mesmerized by that water fountain? Hi. Those, if you're new to the chat, say hello if you want to. You don't have to, but you could say hello. Um, this is Rosemary you're looking at. She is one of 9 kitties. She's a deaf kitty. And she has a thyroid disease, but she's doing well overall. Lucky, she eats twice a week shredded chicken raw liver. Interesting. Well, hey, it's something good, and you put it in the blender, blend it up well, and then it becomes cat food. And that's how she eats it. Okay. Are you gonna drink, Rosemary, or are you shy right now? Because this camera is staring at you, and the people are watching, seeing what you're gonna do next. Okay, honey. You gonna drink from your flower? Like, nope, not at the moment. You gonna go do some business over there by your boxes? Now, she's an older kitty, Rosemary. Every so often, though, she still has a little bit of play in her on occasion. What she'll like to try and do is play with her cord for her water fountain, and she rips the cord out on occasion. One of her favorite things too is just water bottles. You just throw a kind of an empty water bottle at her and she'll try to kind of play soccer with it on occasion. And yes, I know there's a litter box back there. I know some people are like, ew, a litter box. How gross. But it's like, well, you have 9 cats, you're going to have a lot of litter boxes. I always like my lives to kind of be a little bit more real, a little bit more raw, a little bit just more reality based, not just like, it's all clean shots and, you only see what I want you to see. No, here you see the good, the bad, and the ugly sometimes. To me, it just makes it more relatable. I could be wrong, of course, but that's just me. Now, she isn't quite as exciting as, like, say, a Yoda cat, who those who have seen Yoda play, who goes really crazy and psychotic. But she's got her moments. Oh, you're gonna wear it on you now? I would also say this is just a friendly reminder for those who may not know, or maybe they do know, but maybe they have older kitties. Older kitties need play too. Senior kitties need to be played with. They do sleep obviously a lot more than younger cats do, but they still need their mind to be engaged, and they still need their body to move. Not as much, but they still need some of that physical activity and some of that mental challenge on occasion also. Hello there, Rev, again. Welcome back. I was gone myself for a moment there, Rev. When I was outside on my screened-in porch, the phone got too hot and it shut down. The live was still going on, but it was just a black screen that was circling for maybe about 3 to 5 minutes or so. So I think I lost some folks, but that's okay. It happens. And old man seldom played, but 2 days before he passed, you caught him playing like a young kitten. You put the video on the channel as it was a precious moment. I'll have to try to check that, find that video then, Anne. I don't think I've seen that video. Maybe I have, but I'll have to check. Exactly, Rev. Stimulation, just like people, older folks also, they need to keep active mentally and physically the best they can. I kind of think the second you start thinking that you're old mentally, then you are old. I think it's a little different than thinking you're old physically, because that's just part of life. But once you start feeling old mentally, then you got a problem. Rosemary doesn't react very well, or not very well. She doesn't really have much of a reaction when it comes to catnip. Some cats kind of go completely bonkers with it, psychotic. Some get very mellow. They pretty much just start rubbing everything. Rosemary, though, for the most part, doesn't really do much with that. Rev, if I'm going to be honest, I'm worried about my father-in-law. He's not doing well. Well, Rev, hopefully whatever time, that your father-in-law might have still remaining, hopefully it's good quality time and spent around those who love him and want the best for him. So I hope whatever time is remaining that it's good. I also on my channel, this Catattainment channel, I have a community post out that's gotten a fair number of votes so far. I was asking like, what are your cat's favorite toys? And this is one of them. This is one of the responses, or yeah, one of the possibilities is a feather toy. I think there's like a feather toy as an option, a mouse, a laser pointer, and like string. And I think, if I'm thinking correctly, I think right now the laser toy has gotten the most votes. Rev, he's 90. He's 90 years old, okay. And you have no way to get Mrs. Rat up to see him one more time. I'm sorry to hear that, Rev. Is she able to, maybe Rev, is there any way that maybe not in person, but that a video call or like a Skype through the cell phones could work? Maybe? Just as a suggestion, or maybe you already thought about it and that doesn't work either, but just thinking of a way that maybe she couldn't see him like in person, but she could at least see him on a cell phone screen or like a laptop or something. Bruce, cardboard box, yeah. That's for sure. I mean, isn't that the truth? You buy these toys for your kitties, and they play with them for maybe, like 5 minutes or maybe a few days, but then they're all about that cardboard box. Rev, possibly with a video, like a video call, but not likely. Okay. Are you gonna get it, honey? And yes, all my cats say the same thing when we buy new toys. You keep the toy and just give me the box. Yes, you play with the toy human, and I'll play with the box. One thing Rosemary does, I'm gonna pull this toy up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. This is like her second or third. You see these eyeballs right here? She hates these eyeballs. I think she thinks that this worm is like staring at her or something, like really giving her the evil eye or something, right? So she has a couple more that's somewhere in this room, I think, or maybe we got rid of them, I don't know. What she would do, she would start ripping and tearing the eyeballs out. She'd really viciously start just, really viciously just start, kind of attacking these eyes and then ripping them out with her teeth. The little goofball. Rev, no comment on that. I'll let that comment slide for now. We'll kind of keep away from that kind of stuff, though. That's not really what this channel, this live streams is about. All right, what do we have? About 7 minutes left here. These lives go about an hour or so. I'm gonna go maybe back downstairs for just the remaining 5 to 7 minutes or so. I'll try going back outside, see if anybody's still outside, and just kind of end this live stream outside again. I don't think my phone is gonna stop. I don't think my phone's gonna stop working again, and for just a short period of time, but we'll see. And if it does, then I'll just end the live, obviously, altogether. But I'm gonna go back downstairs and finish down there. I'll give you a few moments here of Pandora. Or not Pandora, what am I saying? Rosemary. Sorry, folks. But say goodbye to Rosemary. You'll see her again if you happen to be on these lives tomorrow. Try not to go tumbling down the stairs. Bye, Ann. Take care. Thanks for swinging by. Hope everything goes well out there in Turkey.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, sorry, Waits.
How rude.
Sorry, Whitey. Accidentally stepping on Pandora's tail. Make sure she's still okay. Hi, baby. Ease it up close and personal, baby. What you doing, Pandora? Trying to find a spot? Baby. Wait. Hi, Pandora. What? I know. Who's that about, Kit? Making some kind of weird meowing noise. Whites. Time to stretch out, Whites. Get some of that heat. As you can see, you still got a bit of a shaved spot there for Pandora. Ultrasound that she had some time ago. But out here I got Pandora. I got Kit. And I got the baby, who's looking all goofy and like she doesn't know what's going on. Kitters. Definitely, if we left the screen, the door to the screen porch open, I think Kit would be out here all the time. And maybe this one. Kit, are you going back in? Alright, I'm going to start to wrap up this live. I'm almost at that hour mark. I like to do these for about an hour or so. So if you have just popped on here, just hello. Name is Adam. Got 9 cats here all together that we live with. And this is the baby, the calico baby. Bye, Rev. Take care for now. Anyways, so like I was saying, I'm going to start wrapping up here. I just wanted to say hello and goodbye to everybody who I know has been on this live today. So Rev, Bruce, Ann, kind of scrolling down. I know NPP, you were on here earlier. Raph, you were on here earlier. Tranquil, you might still be on. Not sure. Trish, you might still be on or back on. Alicia, I think that's everybody. The phone is starting to get warm again, so I'm getting that message again. So I'm going to start wrapping this up. Raph, I guess you must have been back. Awesome. Everybody else, have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a happy rest of your Saturday / Caturday. I will be back again tomorrow. I do these every day for 1 hour. Hug a kitty. Adopt an older kitty if you can. Until then, take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Let me shut this off before it turns off itself. Take care, all.